You've been watching the NFL a long time. You know, every time there's a penalty on a player for some type of unsportsmanlike conduct, it's always the person that retaliates. The ref never sees the initial infraction that gets everything cracking, and they always catch the person that retaliates. And Jameson Williams was one of those guys. He got called for a taunting penalty. It was a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and put the Detroit Lions back. And I believe that resulted in that missed field goal kick by Jake Bates. It was a 10-point game at the time, and those penalties can be catastrophic. A lot of people had a lot to say after Jameson Williams and that entire play. I myself was not mad. I was not upset. I was just like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what happened. But I look at it like this. This is a combat sport. And yes, does Jameson Williams need to mature? Absolutely, right? But we are men. Like, most of us watching this channel are men. And if you feel disrespected, you gonna feel some type of way. And you, one of the things about being an older man is you have the ability to process and make smarter decisions. So Jameson Williams flicked the ball at Tyreek Stevenson, and I believe that's the dude's name, whatever his name is. He's a clown, whatever his name is. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? From what I saw that happened during the game, Jameson Williams he retaliated lightly compared to what could have been done, what you could argue maybe should have been done. I mean, but so if you think about it, Jameson Williams, I'm not trying to take anything from the fact that he hurt his team, but at the same time, this could have been a lot worse. And I think that Jameson Williams' reaction was warranted based on what happened. Now, we're going to take a look at this. This is coming from the NFL Pro right now. And this is going to be a situation where Jameson Williams is going to go in motion here. And Jared Goff's, he's going to drop back. And this is going to be a backwards pass to Jameson Williams. And he's going to bring it out here and eventually get tackled. Now, this is using NFL Pro. They're going to run all three angles. I believe this is the broadcast footage. Hopefully, the NFL does not copyright this. As a matter of fact, let me do this so you guys, we can just skip right to what happened. Now, let me just cut back to me real quick. This guy had been on Jameson Williams earlier in the day. So he had the ability or the task of guarding Jameson Williams. So there was no doubt it was a play earlier on this, not on the drive, but on the game, where it was some jawing back and forth between Jameson and Stevenson. So they had been going at it for most of the day, and this was just the tipping point. But I'm not going to necessarily I'm going to put 25%, not even that. I'll put 10% on Jameson Williams, because to me, the way that he handled this versus the way he could have handled it is night and day. And yes, did he hurt his team? Yes. Jahmyr Gibbs hurt the team. He hurt the team as well. I mean, yes, you score a touchdown, but Brian Branch hurt the team, right? These guys have to make snap decisions, and sometimes they're not always the smartest. And I think Jameson Williams, unfortunately, his history, his track record is going to follow him in a negative manner most of the time. But let's take a look at this real quick. Let's go back here. And again, I'm going to try to fast forward this so you guys, because this is the broadcast footage. So this is the one that they like to copyright. All right. So here's Jameson Williams. It's going to be a play fake here to Jahmyr Gibbs. And then Jared Goff is going to continue to roll and pass it to Jameson Williams. Hopefully this is enough to not get a copyright claim. Jameson there. He is going to be, okay, now he's being tackled out of bounds. All right. Now this might be a little tough to see from this angle, but we are going to watch the sideline and the end zone angle as well. You can see exactly what happens during that time. Here is Stevenson right here. Now this dude, whoever this coach is, he's kind of in the way from this angle. But here's Stevenson. Jameson Williams is getting tackled out of bounds. Keep in mind, this guy is on the sideline. He has no business. His job is to get out of the way, but pay attention to what happens here. I'm going to try to put this in. I think this might be the only one. The only play, the broadcast one, is the only one you can put in half speed. So just keep an eye as we watch the rest of this play and watch what Stevenson is going to do here. he is going to, you can't really see it from there. All right. But so he trips Jameson Williams. You can't really see it there. And somebody said that he actually flicked snot out his nose at Jameson. I didn't see that part. It looked like he was grabbing a sucker out of his mouth, but I definitely saw the trip angle. Now, this play is about to be over. We're about to go to the sideline view. Now, same thing. This is going to zoom out. You're going to see Jameson Williams, same play. Now, I can let this one play in its entirety. You're going to see Jameson Williams. All right, this one is in regular speed because, like I said, you can't slow down. The only one you can slow down is the broadcast footage. Now, when they zoom in, this isn't really a good look either. But you can see it a little. It's a little wider. Just pay attention to this guy's foot right there. Stevenson's foot right there. See that little, see what he did there? Jameson Williams is falling, but Stevenson is going to put out his right leg and help him hit the ground. All right, dirty play. And no wonder Jameson will. Again, they have been going, and then he kind of shoves him down. In most cases, you're going to grab the person. You're going to try to help them. Even if it's somebody from a different team, you're not going to watch them fall. Now, this is the angle that you really can see it, and this is the one that sold me. I didn't see any snot or any spit or anything like that, that's grounds for, at that point, we might have to take it outside. I'm just going to keep it. That is not a thing. That is assault, and that is a crime, all right? But you spit on me, we got a real problem. So I commend Jameson Williams for just dealing with that. I don't think that's what happened. But let's take a look right here. Let's see if we can pause it when it happens. Out of bounds. Now, there's Stevenson. Here's Stevenson right here. Now, you're really going to be able to see this foot. I'm going to try to catch it and pause it because, like I said, you can't. Jameson Williams, look at it. He brings the foot. Most people are going to get out the way. You're going to go this way. You're going to go this way. But you can see that he is going to stick his foot out and trip Jameson Williams. He stuck him. He stuck, bro. So I'm saying to myself, yo, I see what happened. I see why Jameson Williams was like this. Now, of course, I'm doing the games. I'm, broadcasting the games. I am doing watch parties. They don't show all of these angles. You just see what happens. So watch this. So here's the ref here. Now, this is kind of, I don't know. The trip is happening right now. Look at this dude. It's not supposed to happen. Arrow. There we go. Look at the ref. You mean to tell me that you don't see that Jameson Williams is getting tripped as we speak, right? You don't see it. But watch this. They don't let the play finish. I don't even think you see the ball flick. You don't. So the ref missed the tripping, but all eyes are on Jameson Williams. I guess he's trying to see what is the point? What are you looking for? He has control. He has control before he's even tackled out of bounds. So what exactly are you looking for? And you don't see the trip? But this is the same ref that throws the flag when Jameson gets caught with the taunting call. So Tyreek Stevenson, dirty. I see it. I did not see snot. Somebody said that he blew snot out of his nose, and it looks like to me he was grabbing a sucker. Somebody else said he was spit on. I didn't see those two things, but I definitely saw the trip. And it's unfortunate because, this type of stuff can't be allowed in the NFL. This guy could have hurt Jameson. And again, and that's why the Bears are classless. They're a classless organization. They're at the bottom of the barrel. They just fired their coach. And that's why they've been losers for so long. Y'all haven't won anything since Walter Payton and Refrigerator Perry and all that stuff. And then I hear their fan base is not that great either. But your players aren't set. I guarantee you would never see the Detroit Lions do anything like that. You would never see. And then this is the same team that start tweeting about their coach, talking about God don't make mistakes, which is true. But you're talking about God don't make mistakes when it comes to your coach getting fired. But you will never see that. As a matter of fact, Jameson Williams is the only thing you really hear. Outside of him, nobody talks in any other derogatory manner. And I'm not saying Jameson deserves all of it, right? You don't hear none of that stuff from none of them guys. Nobody in Detroit. What do we say? What do usually they say? I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. That's what we hear coming out of our locker rooms, man. And we got to deal with this. Jameson, so my defense of Jameson Williams, I think he handled himself very well. I really do, man. Because what would have happened, what could have happened, you tripped me, right? You did it on purpose. I feel your foot extend and trip me, which causes me to fall backwards. Now, you didn't have to catch me. You didn't have to do that. I like to see that, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave it on the field. You off the field. Is somebody about to fall and you want to help them? I'm cool with that. But you didn't have to do that. I get it. But you extend your leg to trip me, which causes me to fall, right? Could have made me flip. I could have hurt myself, which would have been your fault. And then I get up and I flick the ball at you. That's the least of what I could have done. I could have smacked you in your face. I'm not saying do that because that's not smart either. So I'm not saying that Jameson Williams shouldn't have flicked the ball, but I'm saying after what I saw and what could have been done, I'm not even tripping at Jameson Williams. Because if a dude, even on the football field, if they trip me, if it's between outside of the white lines, inside the white lines is one thing. And Dominican Sue used to do it all the time. Outside the white lines is a whole different thing. If I'm out of bounds, you got no business with your hands on me, bro, unless you're trying to catch me. Don't trip me. Then you try to be slick with it, right? So a flick at the ball, Jameson Williams said, take that. You tripped me. I still got the ball. I was burning you all day. Here, take it. Now, did it hurt the team? Yes. Was it a bonehead move? I don't even know if it was a bonehead move, man. I'm not, listen, keep your hands off me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying react a certain way and start fighting and all that stuff. I'm not trying to be an advocate of that stuff. But if a dude, these guys are human. These guys are men, and Jameson Williams is young. You trip me, bro. If you put your body fluid on me, we gonna have a problem, man. That's it, right? So whether we on the field or what, I mean, again, I'm not advocating violence in any way, but we gonna have to have a conversation. DJ Quick said it the best. He said, let's have a conversation, see if we can fix this situation, right? Google it, right? So I'm not upset with Jameson Williams. We still won the game, but this is how this thing comes. You can nitpick plays and stuff like that. A flick of the ball is the least thing that Jameson Williams, the least thing he could have done is walk away. But this is stuff that had been building up between these two guys, and then you try to purposely trip me. Yes, if I flick the ball, because you better be glad that's all I did, right? That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not going to fight I'm not trying to fight, period, but I'm not going to fight and hurt myself even further. So if we really want to say, you know what, Jameson Williams, he cost his team 15 yards. We still won the game, but he could have done something really dumb, like fight the dude with the helmet on, right? So I'm not saying I give him a pass, but because you got to be smarter. You got to think about the team. You got to, he had time to, but like I said, he rolled over. He could have been hurt, and it happened like that. I get up, I flick the ball. I didn't throw hands at you. I didn't do none of that stuff. Trent Williams smacked Richard Sherman, punched him in his face after the game. And Richard Sherman didn't have a helmet on. So I'm not going to breathe down Jameson Williams' neck, bro. He handled himself, as far as I'm concerned, real. I mean, that is self-control right there. Just flipping the ball, a dude who tried to trip, who did trip me and purposely injure me. No, man, I flipped the ball as the least that I could do. So I'm not even tripping on it. We won the game. Antoine Randall L was chewing him out. Let me see if I got that. I still got that footage. I think I do. Was laying into him. And like I said, and Jameson Williams was probably trying to plead his case right here. But I mean, can't do that. We got to skip. Okay, there we go. Laying into him. Now watch this. I didn't even peep this. Look at the dude, man. Whoever this guy is who comes into the frame, he stops and has to pause. He like, what is happening? But the way Antoine Randall L is talking to you, bro, that's how your daddy talk to you. And look at my mans. Look at this dude. That keeps happening. Look at this guy. He like, yo, let me stand here and see what's up. Let me insert myself into this situation. I wonder if he came into the frame because of that. It's not like, yo, and then look at my man right here. He see what's Papadocking too. He see what's happening. So again, man, I'm not tripping on Jameson Williams. Like I said, it's just he's in the news for a lot. He's in the news for it's like the wrong things that get attention. He was out, passing out turkeys and all that stuff prior to Thanksgiving. And the bad stuff is going to be elevated. But I think although he cost his team 15 yards from a man who, if you try to hurt me, we got a problem. I think he handled himself pretty well considering. Again, I didn't see the spit. I didn't see the snot, but I did see a purposeful trip. When those things there's no place for that in the game of football. There's already enough violence in between the lines. We don't have to have it outside. So the fact that Jameson Williams didn't get violent, and he could have got violent because a dude tried to hurt him, I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Even if we would have lost the game, I get it, bro. I get it. But coach didn't like it. Antoine Randall, well, I'm sure he heard about it, and hopefully he can, as he matures into a young man, he's 22. So, as he matures, he won't even make those decisions, right? So I'm not even going to trip on it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But talk about somebody, that look when you in trouble. Jameson Williams pleading his case, he losing. It is no win. When your face look like this, let me see. When you got Antoine Randall L., when your face look like this, you are not winning that argument. You're not going to win it, J-Mo. So I feel sorry for you, bro. But keep on taking these fools to the house, man, and do what you do. Just stay out of the news for all the bad stuff, all right? This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Listen, I might be old enough to be Jameson Williams' father, man, but I'm a man. I'm a man first. And one thing men require is respect. Don't put your hands on me. Don't trip me. Don't touch my family. Don't do none of that stuff, right? So Jameson Williams, I've been shaking you. You trip me. And you try to injure me, bro, we got the problem. Here's a ball. Hold this ball, right? So I'm not saying he should have done anything else, but I think he handled himself very mature for what he could have done. But anyway, that's my take. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.